Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Lipakshi Khurana. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Monday, the 20th of February. Crackdown on terrorists continues in Pakistan. Over 300 arrested. India's Uttar Pradesh turns battleground as parties campaign hard for provincial polls. And England cricketers Ben Stokes and Tymal Mills earn big at IPL auction. And now for all the details. Polling in India's northern Uttar Pradesh province is currently underway. With the fourth phase of assembly elections to take place on February 23rd, political parties held rallies across the province asking voters to bring their parties to power.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday held a rally in Orai city of India's northern Uttar Pradesh for the province's fourth phase of assembly elections. Prime Minister Modi, campaigning for his Bharatiya Janata Party or BJP, took a jibe at the province's ruling Samajwadi Party, its alliance Congress Party and former Chief Minister Mayawati's Bahujan Samaj Party. He blamed the other political parties for the backwardness of the poverty-stricken Bundelkhand region of Uttar Pradesh and promised a slew of developmental strategies.
बुंदेलखंड को तय करना है, ये सपा बसपा से चक्कर से निकलना है कि नहीं निकलना है। ये सपा बसपा ने जो मुसीबतें डाली हुई है, उस मुसीबतों से बाहर आना है कि नहीं आना है। पूरे हिंदुस्तान में उत्तर प्रदेश की हालत खराब है।
Meanwhile, Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh province Akhilesh Yadav also held a rally in Raebareli city of the province. Though he urged the electors to retain him in power, he left no stone unturned to criticize Prime Minister Modi-led government's demonetization move.
बीजेपी वालों ने तो कहा कि हम अच्छे दिन लाएंगे। बताओ कितने अच्छे दिन लाके दिखा दिए इन्होंने। हमें और आपको सबको लाइन में लगा दिया। बैंक के आगे खड़ा रहना पड़ा। महीनों पैसा नहीं निकाल पाए।
The Bahujan Samaj Party led by Mayawati, who is eyeing a comeback to power after 5 years, also addressed a rally in Sultanpur city. Mayawati's Bahujan Samaj Party largely caters to the lower caste community.
Moving on to news from Afghanistan, NATO military advisors hope to expand a wide range of military skills to Afghan troops to effectively combat a Taliban insurgency. However, the move calls for a decision on increasing US troop numbers.
A growing number of NATO military advisors have begun spending more time in the field, hoping that grassroots training will help Afghanistan's armed forces more effectively combat Taliban insurgency that has gained in strength. The return to lower-level engagement could lead to an expanded training mission that top NATO commanders in Afghanistan are calling for.
It's very important because, in my opinion, actually, these are the guys that work with, in our case, with D30. These are the guys that take action when the infantry guys need their support. So it's very important that we focus on directly to this guy.
That is one of the choices facing US President Donald Trump as he considers whether to send more American soldiers to Afghanistan, keep levels as they are, or withdraw further from a conflict that is in the 16th year with no end in sight. While most international soldiers in Kandahar declined to comment on the deliberations going on at a political level, they praised the revamped strategy.
همه تقریبا 3 بخش درس خواندن، بخش مترصدین بود، بخش توپچیگری بود و بخش سوقه‌داری آتش بود. همین 3 بخش خواندن یا حتما وقتی که در عملیات‌ها برن، وقتی که در وظیفه برن، به خاطر از بین بردن دشمن، به خاطر آرامش افغانستان بسیار مفید و بسیار زیاد است.
Abandoning initial intentions to completely withdraw from Afghanistan, NATO leaders last year approved a plan that has kept more than 13,000 international troops there. Suggestions that more troops may be needed, however, have raised concerns that the United States and its coalition allies could be pulled back into the war.
Moving on to news from Pakistan, security forces in Pakistan are continuing offensive against terrorists following a wave of terror attacks across the country last week. So far, over 100 terrorists have been reportedly killed and nearly 300 arrested.
Even as security has been beefed up, law enforcement agencies are on a hunt for terrorists in a nationwide crackdown in Pakistan. While over 100 suspected terrorists were killed, nearly 300 have been arrested. Many Afghan nationals have also been arrested from the Afghan-Pakistan border. Pakistani forces reportedly killed terrorists in a targeted strike across the Afghan border, to which Kabul has raised strong objection. Pakistan was ripped by a series of terror attacks in various parts last week, in which over 100 people, including women and children, were killed. The attack on the popular Sufi shrine on Thursday, in which more than 80 people were killed, was the deadliest one in recent times. The government has now stepped up lobbying for the revival of military courts for speedy trial of terrorists.
Meanwhile, people of southwestern Balochistan province for decades have lived in extreme poverty and atrocities meted on them by the Pakistani establishment. Baloch leaders said that his people await the support of the international community in connection to their human rights violation and mass genocide by the Pakistani army.
People of Baloch community from across India's western Gujarat province held a conference highlighting the atrocities by the Pakistani establishment on the people of Balochistan. The conference was held in order to gather support to continue their fight against the violation of human rights in Balochistan. Baloch leader Mazdak Dilshad asked Pakistan authorities to remove all the armed forces from the region and hand over the property of Baloch people back to them.
सारी प्रॉब्लम जो बलोच आज फेस कर रहे हैं, चाहे वो बलोचों की माजरत हो, बलोचों का जेनोसाइड हो, बलोचों के वसाइल की लूटमार हो, वो सब की बुनियादी वजह बलोचिस्तान पे किसी और का कब्ज़ा है। पाकिस्तान का जो बलूचिस्तान पे कब्ज़ा है, वो कब्ज़े की वजह से जो जुल्म आज बलोच या जो हालात में आज बलोच है, उसकी बुनियाद वो है।
Dilshad said that Baloch people are awaiting the support of the international community in connection to their mass genocide in the illegally occupied region of Balochistan.
जो पाकिस्तान का जुल्म सतम सह रहा है, उसकी मांग एक ही है और वो आज़ादी है। तो बलोच कौम तैयार है आज़ादी के लिए। सिर्फ़ और सिर्फ ये है कि हमें जो हमारे दोस्त हैं या जो इंसानियत दोस्त मुल्क हैं, कौमें हैं, उनका इंतज़ार है कि वो हमारी सपोर्ट कब करेंगे, क्योंकि बलोच तो अपनी लड़ाई 100 साल से 70 साल से लड़ता आ रहा है और वो लड़ता रहेगा जब तक कामयाबी ना मिले।
Baloch people alleged that Islamabad intensified its brutalities against innocent Baloch people residing on the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor or the CPEC route. The Baloch are determined to resist the nexus between Beijing and Islamabad and their exploitative designs against the Baloch nation.
The auction of players for the Indian Premier League was held on Monday, and England's all-rounder Ben Stokes walked away with a whopping $2.17 million for the rising Pune Supergiants team.
England cricketer Ben Stokes became the most expensive foreign player in the history of Indian Premier League after he was bought by Pune Supergiants for $2.17 million in the auction. Tymal Mills, another Englishman, fetched a staggering $1.8 million as he was sold to Royal Challengers Bangalore. From Indian players, Karan Sharma was the most expensive buy at nearly $500,000, who was backed by Mumbai Indians. Mohammad Nabi became the first cricketer from Afghanistan to be sold for nearly $45,000 to Sunrisers Hyderabad. A total of 351 players went under the hammer, out of which 66 players were sold. The 10th edition of the highly entertaining Indian Premier League will be held from 5th of April to 21st May.
Heavy snowfall in northern India has provided tourists from across the country a go-to weekend holiday destination. People were seen enjoying and learning skiing with their family.
India's northern hill resort of Narkanda has been witnessing heavy tourist rush as people from all across the country are flocking the town to enjoy winter sports. Narkanda, located about 40 miles from capital Shimla, is a picturesque skiing resort which received heavy snowfall this winter.
Yes, God has been kind. बर्फ अच्छी रही है और टूरिस्ट इनफ्लो भी अच्छा रहा है ऑल थ्रू द सीज़न. वीकेंड्स पे और वीकडेज के मुकाबले थोड़ा ज़्यादा है, पर अदरवाइज़ जनवरी के महीने में अच्छा टूरिस्ट रहा है और वी होप कि दोबारा अगर स्नोफॉल होता है तो हमारा विंटर सीजन प्रोलॉन्ग हो जाता है 15-20 मार्च तक.
Heavy snowfall has provided impetus to the businesses of locals as a large number of tourists choose to visit the town to witness snow and be a part of adventure games like skiing at an altitude of 9,000 feet above the sea level. The snowy slopes of Narkanda are a big attraction for tourists and ski enthusiasts not only from the country but also from Eastern Europe, South Africa and Australia.
Flowers lighten up mood and trigger happy emotions. A 4-day flower exhibition in India's western Gujarat province mesmerized visitors with its wide variety of multi-hued flowers.
Nature enthusiasts thronged the annual 4-day flower exhibition in Rajkot city of India's western Gujarat province. The flower show, which opened on Friday, mesmerized visitors with its wide variety of multi-hued flowers. Over 200 varieties of flowers and potted saplings were exhibited at the show. A number of visitors said they were awestruck by the large variety of flowers showcased at the unique exhibition.
इस साल फ्लावर शो में बहुत अच्छा रिस्पांस रहा है और बहुत क्लाइंट आ रहे हैं और विजिटर भी बहुत आ रहे हैं और हमने स्पेशली फ्लावर के लिए राजकोट में फाइबर पॉट्स लॉन्च किए जो फर्स्ट टाइम है सौराष्ट्र में हम मैन्युफैक्चर.
The exhibition was attended by professional gardeners, civic bodies, nurserymen, organic food sellers, food produce sellers, with many selling their products.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Crackdown on terrorists continues in Pakistan. Over 300 arrested. India's Uttar Pradesh turns battleground as parties campaign hard for provincial polls. And England cricketers Ben Stokes and Tymal Mills earn big at IPL auction. Now viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.